Lagos, Nigeria, please welcome the most beautiful hostess with the mostest, Monalisa Chinda.
Hello viewers, welcome to You and I.
Good. Wow, look at that strength. Look at the story. Oh, that was just showing
I
off.
told you.
Right. Oh, no?
No. Thank you so much. This is you. Yes, that's Are you attracted to women who've got muscles? I mean, what you like? Hello viewers, welcome again to You and I with Monalisa. I can't wait to get started with you guys on this particular episode. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Honey!
Daddy, please, can I go out with you and Mommy tonight?
Sure thing, sweetie. Get your shoes and we go.
Promise?
You have my word?
Daddy!
You know I wouldn't leave without you, my princess.
There's nothing more important than a promise. We are fidelity. We keep our word.
Welcome back, guys. Of course, Kiki's here with me, and we have a lot to discuss today. So, Kiki, tell me, what you have in store for us?
Something very interesting and a bit like, not emotional, but something very close for me because it's something that everyone can relate to.
Okay.
So it's about our domestic helps.
Oh, God, don't tell me about it.
Breathe.
Oh my
Because we all need them. The necessary evil is what I say. You've seen in the news, right? The stories about people who are maltreating their helps and beating them up. There was a video, which I want you to see. I want you to check that video out. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Where this lady was, maltreating her help, beating her up. So there are loads of videos we've seen online of people who are maltreating their helps. And it's really sad because these are people that you're leaving your children with, right? There are people who even say, oh, you can't eat the same food as my children.
I think that's just awful. Why would anybody put such an embargo? I mean, you can't eat from the same pot as my husband and my family eats from. So, and they look after your children?
Yes, they do.
They take them to school?
Yes, they do.
They cook for these kids?
Yes,
but
they
you can't eat from the pot that you cook for?
No.
Please,
Cook
how
your
is
own
that?
food. Cook your own food. You cannot eat the food. You know what's so bad? There was a story I read where this is not even like food. It was like the man ate the food. It was left over.
Oh my God, no.
And this help
Kiki,
was
you're
eaten.
exaggerating.
I'm not exactly. This help was eating leftover food. And do you know what this lady said? How are you going to eat what my husband eats?
Leftover.
Like he ate and remained the food. So she was eating leftover food.
And
so it was how, do you understand? Like she was looking at it like, you're
Did
eating.
she understand what the woman said to her? No, she couldn't have understood it.
She did.
Because she would have packed her bags that moment.
Your mentality, what you're thinking is not the same thing. If you can trust these people with your children, your valuables, your children, your valuables, how can you not trust them to take care of your other valuables, your jewelry?
That's
your
the
clothes,
problem, because everything, I sometimes I just feel that we take things for granted a lot. We don't pay attention to domestic details. And these domestic details also entail not just background check of your house help, but the psychological, what makes that house help or whoever is living with your caregiver or caretaker or whatever, or your cook, the psychological background of that individual. Parents hardly look to, they don't do that holistic overview of where your house help is coming from. And then you entrust everything into the hands of the house help. And then you go turn around to maltreat the house help. Please, what is the correlation?
Yeah.
We have to deal with the fact that if you're bringing a total stranger to your home to look after your children, there are lots of sensitive issues, things we need to look out for. Where is your caregiver? Where is she coming from? Where is your cook coming from? Where is your driver coming from?
Right.
What is their background like?
Right.
Were they molested? Were they raped?
I love how you're saying psychological. Your typical Nigerian is looking at spiritual. Go to pastor, pray for you.
Well, spiritual has been overrated. So we also have to deal with the spiritual angle, but we also have to deal with the person him or herself, how they view things, how they look at. They have to first of all love themselves first before they're able to love your children. They'll be able to cook food for you without putting
something in it. Okay. Talking about valuables, right?
Yes.
So you see all these stories about people maltreating people, right? But then, some of them don't have these says. So, but people are focused on the fact that, okay, let me keep my jewelry safe, or don't touch my jewelry. It's valuable to me. I don't want this help around my jewelry. But your help is around your child. Isn't your child the valuable?
They don't know.
Do you understand? Like you can trust this help with your children, but you can't trust this help with your valuable.
Some parents are so caught up with vanity that they don't know. So viewers, this is your question. Parents, why do we not trust our domestic helps with our valuables, but you can trust your children with them?
Deep.
Hit us up and let's hear your thoughts on our social media handle.
It's right here on your screen. Let us know what you think. You lock your jewelries up, but you don't lock your children up.
Exactly.
Why? Let us know. You and I.
You and I.
It's you and I with Monalisa.
Hi guys, welcome to this segment of Body and Soul. My guest today is a wellness coach and a spa director of Venebici Health Club and Urban Spa. Please welcome Ariola Adeniyi. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on the show. It's been a long time coming. And I'm
yes,
happy you
indeed.
could tell us about the colon hydrotherapy. Who do you think needs it? Because I know that's one of the things that you do here.
Yes.
Who do you think needs it, and why is it needful?
Colonics is a preventive health measure. And everybody, I'll tell you, literally, because if I went through the list of things that it helps with, and beauty of it is that we just use water for the cleanse. And so how do you take care of years of accumulated, undigested food particles, years of abuse?
Years.
It's years and years. Because when we eat, we know that all the food does not get digested. No, and issues of the digestive issues have become one of the greatest health challenges people have. You have constipation, bloatedness. Some people is IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. Some is constant use of the bathroom. So there are lots of issues related to the colon. Colon cancer is now the second largest killer all over the world. So we must pay attention and listen and detox. Colon hydrotherapy actually is a form of detoxification.
Tell us about the friendly bacteria. Is it getting totally rid of it?
Not all the friendly bacteria will get washed off from your colon.
Okay.
And truth is, assuming it even went off, it will grow back in 24 hours.
Yeah.
And what we also advise people to do is to use probiotics. Actually, probiotics should be part of your regular supplements that you use to maintain your digestive health, because it's very beneficial.
Yes, tell us about the difference between the coffee enema is there and then the natural water induced form of detoxing. What's the difference between coffee enema?
Okay, so like the enema would only treat the rectum. That's 5.5 inches of the rectal area. That's the enema.
The enema
that's
itself.
The enema, yes.
I mean, that's the colonics. Okay.
So the colon hydrotherapy is doing the whole.
Oh.
Yes, it's doing the 5.5 feet.
Also, there's enema and there's the
colonic irrigation.
Thank you.
Colon hydrotherapy.
So there is also coffee enema.
Yes.
Coffee irrigation.
Coffee enema. You just add coffee to the water. Yes. But I prefer to just use water. That's the truth, because I'm trying to get rid of all sorts of things that is there. Why are you trying to put back? That's the school of thought where I trained. That just use the water. But That is not to say that the coffee enemas are also not effective. I know of people who say they really believe in that. But enemas, as a rule, is just taking care of the rectum. That's only 5.5 inches. But with colonics, you're doing 5.5 feet.
Everything.
Everything.
So it includes cleaning the liver, cleaning the kidney.
No, you're not cleaning your liver and your kidneys.
Oh,
you're just the colon. You know the whole area.
The whole
yes.
digestive
system. That, yes, from the ascending colon to the transverse colon, and then goes down through the descending colon to the rectum. So that is attached to the rectum. So the enema, that little brown pump that we use, we just pump water. It will irritate the anus, the rectum. Yes,
that's all.
So it's not with the colonics you get more done. It's more effective.
So you also do all other kinds of treatment, like the food spa?
Yes, food detox.
Okay, food detox.
Yes.
Tell us about it.
That is also a form of detoxification. So, and that is done through the feet. And that cleanses the whole body. So the science behind that, it's the negative and the positive ions that is used. And you put your feet in water. It's also water that is doing it. And then you know, because of the reflex point, yes, you put water, there's an activator, and there's actually the pole, which has the positive and the negative ions, which now works together. And because of the relationship between the soles of the feet and the rest of the body, you know, every organ of the body ends up under the soles of the feet. So it's able to draw it out to get rid of dried skin cells, all sorts of other things from the body. And it's true, you start with clear water, and there's a chart that will show you, depending on the color that your water changes. Two of us will be sitting down and we'll have different, so it's not guesswork.
I can't wait to see that.
Yes, so it's not guesswork, it's what is actually going on in your body. I remember there was a weekend and a couple were sitting together. The wife's one was brown, the husband was green. We read out the chart because there's a result chart that depending on the color, it will tell you what part of your body has just been cleansed or where the issues might be. And he actually had something to do with some part of his organ, and he was actually going to see a doctor on the Monday. So it was so spot on.
Wow.
It's very, very accurate. It's not guesswork. It's scientific. And you feel better.
Thank you for coming on the show, ma'am. I'm so grateful. I've learned a lot on this segment. So guys, as you have heard, knowledge is indeed power. Learn how to look after your body, your inner beauty that would radiate, you know, on the outside as well. So visit our website and get all the information that you need to know on how to look after your skin and body. This is still you and I. Back to the studio.
It's you and I with Monalisa.
Welcome back from Body and Soul. Now, sharing this segment with me today is a business woman extraordinaire, the one who transforms spaces to extraordinary places. She's the CEO of H&K Interiors and the Opulent Living. Please welcome Mrs. Funke Shoyibo.
Thank you very much.
I've been dying to have you on this set.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to be here today.
Welcome.
And thanks for inviting me.
There are interior decorators and there are interior decorators.
Right.
Tell me, you have thousands of followers on both H&K Interiors and the Opulent Living. Tell me, what's the difference between both of them?
H&K Interiors was established about 10 years ago. Starting Opulent Living basically was because, one, I wanted to take the business to another level. Secondly, I've had, customers that maybe I furnished their homes like 10 years ago, 8 years ago, and now they're back. And now they're back, they want something better, something higher. So really, Opulent Living was basically established to cater for the high end of what I do.
And H&K like me that will come and
like us.
So tell me, what are your thoughts on entrepreneurs trying to buy Nigerian products and to grow the Naira? How has this movement, have you been doing that, and how has this movement helped your business in the last 3 years? That's when all this whole recession issue came about.
Number one problem is the fact that we still don't have the expertise in Nigeria to produce as beautiful, as lovely as the things you would import if you were going to import furnishing or home items. So number one, we need to get to a stage whereby workmen are ready to learn more. They're ready to work on themselves, character-wise and also professionally.
So how do you think people are still able to patronize HNK and Opulent Living?
Okay, well, somehow the two brands sort of like work together for each other. We get people coming to HNK and then they're looking for like the high-end stuff. And so we quickly just refer them to Opulent Living. And then we get people coming to Opulent Living, they're looking for stuff not as high as that. So we kind of like refer
the balance
them.
is amazing.
Exactly.
I love the balance. To mark the 10th year anniversary, you had a Christmas giveaway.
Right.
Would you say that this has also helped in building your brand? I mean, having to give away stuff, because people love freebies. Like I do love freebies a lot.
Yeah, but
so has that kept your clientele and all of that? Yeah.
That particular giveaway wasn't really to build the brand.
Oh,
it was just a way of giving back to the society.
Okay.
And then the plan was to give like a set of sectional sofa to someone who would appreciate he's our mom on, and do a video. We wanted them to do a video and all of that and send to us. But then when I looked at the series of videos that were sent to me, I realized that giving out a sofa won't actually solve a problem or won't actually meet the need. I realized, yes, I saw some very, how would I say it? Some videos that I felt a sofa is not your issue.
Sofa is not the problem.
Exactly.
It's maybe food.
Exactly. Yeah.
And stuff.
So we ended up converting the sectional sofa to monetary giveaway.
Oh, they needed the money to probably feed the family and all of that. That was wonderful. That was, I mean, that's
not even to feed the family.
But maybe just
some sort of business.
Oh, for them to start something with
the mother wanted. She showed a video. They were actually soliciting for the sofa, but when I looked at the video and I looked at the mom and I looked at the setting, I realized that sofa will be out of place in that home. What they needed was something to bring them out of.
That was very sensitive of you. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
You're
God
welcome.
Bless you. And viewers out there, let's strive to be more luxurious in our whole thinking so that we can live the life according to Mrs. Shoyibo. Well, thank you for staying with us. You and I continues. Stay tuned.
It's you and I with Monalisa.
Make them chase you, I know mind them ratio. Make the girls them dance you, no. Holla holla, we popping bottles. Holla holla, we making noise. Holla holla, I hear me bubble. It's Sugar Boy, King of the Lamba, Kwabum G with the scatter scatter. And I want to say big shout out to everybody watching. Thank you for having me. It's you and I with Monalisa. And if you want to catch me out there on social media, it's Sugar Boy GWW, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, YouTube, Calamity.
Amazing content for Top of the Pops. Well, welcome back to your money segment. If you haven't heard of Farm Crowdy, then allow me to hold your hand and lead you to the light. Farm Crowdy has been referred as Nigeria's first digital agricultural platform. And today with us, we have the CEO and founder, Onyeka Akuma. Welcome to You and I with Monalisa.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me here.
Yes, so tell us about Farm Crowdy. I can't wait.
Okay. Farm Crowdy is a digital agriculture platform that connects small-scale farmers with investors. The way we've gone about it is to create a website where anyone that's now interested in agriculture can easily go on that platform and decide between maize, rice, soya farms, chicken farms, cassava farms, whichever one they want to invest in, and put their money through the platform. And then what we do is we get the money, we get the inputs to work with the farmers across the farms and have them produce what they produce and then sell the harvest on their behalf. Once the harvest is sold, We split the profit on the harvest between the farmer, the person that put the money through the platform, and Farm Crowdy on the 40-40-20 ratio. So everybody's happy at the end of the day.
How low can I invest? I mean, as per money-wise, what is the lowest amount of money can I...
The smallest farm unit goes for about, on our platform, goes for about 90,000 naira for one farm unit. You can do as much as you want to, as long as your card allows you to. But my advice, I usually tell people, even if I own Farm Crowd, if you're not comfortable yet, do as little as you can afford. Watch the progress. When you see the impact on the farmer's life, you see the farmer's life changing while you're making money at the end of the day, you'll be excited about doing more.
So who are these people monitoring these farms?
They are, most of them are employees of Farm Crowdy. So Farm Crowdy now is a team of 37. We operate out of 10 states in Nigeria at the moment. Farm Crowdy is...
10 states?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We've been in existence for about 20 months only.
Wow.
And we've been able to work with about 7,000 farmers across these 10 states. We've generated through our website over $6 million for these farmers, roughly about 1.4 billion naira for these farmers through our platform. Nigerians taking responsibility now for investing in our food security through Farm Crowdy to reach the 7,000 farmers we've worked with in the last 20 months. So that team of 37 then works with...
Interesting. I'm so sold out to this. This is interesting. Go on.
Thank you.
Sorry.
So that team of 37 then works with technical partners. So what we've seen is that in order to scale our efforts, we don't want to find one person working with 100 farmers, and now you need to work with 1,000 farmers. You need to employ 10 people. No. So what we've done is we've gone ahead to structure out relationships with technical partners who will extend our hands of our technical experts so that we can start scaling our efforts to reach more farmers over time.
How do I calculate after return of my harvest?
It's on the website. So whether it's on the mobile app or it's on the website, before you pay, you see a calculator that tells you what to get back.
Constantly feeding us information.
Definitely, yes.
The progress of your farm.
That's what they do 24 hours. They just tell you what is the progress of your farm. You get us updates as often as some 2 weeks, some on a monthly basis. But when you want to visit the farm, we can always arrange those farms.
So what if the farm I have sponsored, I have invested in, gets, something goes wrong with it, or I lose my money?
Yeah.
What is my compensation? Or what
so from our learnings, we've been able to now factor in about 4% of your sponsorship to an insurance company. So we work with the likes of Leadway Assurance, AXA Mansard, the CBN's arm called NISAL, and most recently Pula. All of these guys will then provide an insurance cover on your investment or your sponsorship through our platform to make sure that the input is covered.
How can you advise people who don't have, but they still want to learn, acquire more knowledge?
Books.
Books, you buy books and read.
Read the right book.
You need to watch out for this young man, Onyeka Akuma of Farm Crowdy, and follow him on his social media platform, which is already scrolling on your screen. Thank you so much for staying with me today.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for walking us through the process of investing with Farm Crowdy. We have come to the end of this episode, and I want to know that you will be sitting down and waiting for us, same time, same station next week. See you.